Hi, and welcome back to Andrea Gamera Coaching and NoPainAllGain.ca. Today, we are going to discuss the subject of what is friendship. So what is friendship to you? Friendship means different things to different people, and there are so many different categories of friends. If you do a quick Google search, you'll come up with anywhere from 4 to 14 different categories of friends. I think I'll stick to the simplest one with 4 types. And those types include acquaintances, casual friends, close friends, and intimate or lifelong friends. Although each category has different expectations attached to them, it's important to be able to recognize the behavior of a true friend and one who is not. So what are the characteristics of a true friend? Well, for me, they are loyalty, compassion, trust, support, respect, honesty, and contact. So how do we show friendship through our loyalty? To me, loyalty is one of the most important parts of friendship. This means that they will have your back no matter whether you're together or you're not. So if they're at a gathering where you're not there and the gossiping starts about you, they will put an end to it. And they're often the ones that will start praising you when comments start to become negative or when there's good news to share. You know that in a pinch, they will always be there for you no matter what. Showing friendship through compassion. Well, compassion is a major building block of any friendship. Without compassion, there really would be no connection. And if you can't truly understand what your friend is going through, you're not going to be there for them. So it is that inner drive that compels us to help them whenever they need help. So compassion is what turns a casual friend into a close or even an intimate friend. And this is what deepens a friendship from frivolous banter to true understanding. So showing friendship through trust. Trust is a must-have in all friendships, whether it's an acquaintance all the way up to an intimate friend. Once trust has been broken, there's often nothing left for that friendship to even be based on or continue. Everyone has their own tolerance level for broken trust, but one thing is certain. Once trust has been broken, it takes a long time for it to be rebuilt. And this is something that needs to be considered for all relationships that you enter into. Being trustworthy is something you don't want to mess with. It will follow you wherever you go. So don't break someone else's trust in you, no matter the situation. Showing friendship through support. Support is another characteristic that means different things to different people. It can be emotional, physical, financial, psychological, or even spiritual. Supporting your friends, and even if you don't agree with what they stand for, is essential to being a good friend. Understanding their difference of opinion and still being able to support them through it is the highest calling of a true friend. So when a friend asks you for support, are you willing to give it? Are you willing to pick them up at 2 a.m. so that they can have a safe ride home? Will you visit them in the hospital when they have no one else around? Will you vouch for them so that they can keep their job? Are you willing to stand up for them against unfair, bureaucratic decisions? If you are not willing to do something as simple as these things, then you cannot call yourself their friend. Showing friendship through respect. Respect and support really go hand in hand. If you truly respect your friend and their decisions, you will support them. You will respect their food choices, the music they listen to, the spouse they chose, their health decisions, their job they choose to do, whatever it is their decision, you will support it. It doesn't matter if you would make that decision yourself. You prove your friendship by respecting their right to have a different opinion. A true friend stands up for his friend in times of need, not just when things are going well. Showing friendship through honesty. It goes without saying that honesty is the best policy. If you don't have honesty in your relationship, then you really don't have a relationship. If you can't be honest with a friend, then it's time to move on. No one likes being lied to. If you don't feel that you can be yourself and voice your opinions and still be safe around your friend, then you're not in a healthy relationship. So don't tell someone you support them if you don't. Be honest with yourself, be honest with them. If your relationship can't withstand that honesty, then you weren't really friends to begin with. Showing friendship through contact. So if you don't keep in contact with your friends, or on the other side of it, if you're the only one that reaches out to your friend, then you may want to question what circle that friend belongs in. The whole point of having a friend is because you enjoy their company and want to spend time together, or at least be in each other's world. So it doesn't matter if that time is in person, through text, on the phone. It's the drive to stay in touch that matters. While some relationships can go long periods of time without any contact and still just be fine, and it's just like you were together yesterday, that's great. But going multiple years without any contact from either side is really not a good sign. So when a friend pops back into your life after a long time, it's up to you to decide if they come back in the same circle they were in before, or even at all. Consider why they're wanting to come back into your life and whether you even have room for them to come back in. These statements may seem harsh, but all relationships do have an ebb and flow. Sometimes it's just best to let the friendship go, especially when they involve hurt and trauma. So what to do when you have been betrayed by a friend? There is nothing worse than finding out that someone you thought was a good friend has betrayed you. When this happens, you have the choice to forgive them or to move them down a notch in the friend circle of friends, or just decide to not continue the friendship at all. Just because you've known them since childhood doesn't mean that you have to continue to allow them to hurt you and betray you. But hey, doesn't the Bible say that you have to forgive someone no matter how many times they ask you? Well, yes, in Matthew 18:21-22, the Bible does say, "Then Peter came to Jesus and asked, 'Lord, how many times shall I forgive my brother when he sins against me? Up to 7 times?' And Jesus answered, 'I tell you, not 7 times, but 70 times 7. So yes, we need to forgive anyone who asks, and even ones that don't, but that doesn't mean we have to let them hurt us again. They can be moved into or out of whatever friendship level you feel comfortable having them at. Forgiveness and trust are 2 totally different things. When they have earned your trust back, it is up to you if they become a close friend again. If they were truly repentant when they ask for forgiveness, they won't do the same thing to you again. Thus, you shouldn't have to forgive them more than once. So how do you know if the friendship is worth saving? So this is a tough question, and it's only one that you can answer. If you have been physically harmed by this person, then I would say it's not worth saving. And it's probably better for you to move on before something more damaging happens. And the same can be said for those that have emotionally or psychologically hurt you. You know, a lot of people will hold you hostage with emotional or psychological manipulation. As soon as you recognize that this is happening, it's time to move on. So in conclusion, having friends you can trust and will support you is the best thing on earth. Sometimes, however, that's not what happens. So sometimes, however, our deep-seated need to have friends blinds us to what a good friend actually is. So make sure you can recognize what makes a good friend and that you are a good friend too. So don't wait for others to reach out to you. Make sure that you reach out to them as well so you have a balanced relationship. Be willing to have the hard conversations. If you feel your relationship is not healthy, make sure you discuss it with your friend. Also, don't feel that you have to hang on to a friendship that is clearly ended. When you feel used or abused in a relationship, it's time to get counseling. Once you've had a chance to address the issues that concern you, then you can decide if you want the relationship to continue or not. In the end, it is your choice whether you want to be part of this friendship or not. So thank you for joining me today. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here. So I thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. If you're liking this content, please like and subscribe so that the algorithm can get this out to more people that can use it, and so that I know what I should be producing that you will find helpful. So I hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Did you know that one-on-one coaching is a great way to break through the things that are holding you back? Well, that's what I do. I am a health and lifestyle coach that helps people break through the issues that are preventing them from going after their dreams. I also specialize in fibromyalgia and chronic illness and helping people to reduce their pain level, get their energy back up so that they can live the best lives possible. So I hope you know what an incredible child of God you are, how much He loves you, and how the world would not be the same without you. So if you would like to work on these issues, please reach out to me at Andrea@nopainallgain.ca, and I'd be happy to set up a free consultation so that we can decide if working together would be a good fit for both of us. So have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.